Dr. Joe. Good morning. How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Bring On 60. It's my weekly show where I'm just having everyone follow along my journey this year as I turn 60 years old, and I try to get into the best shape of my life. So another beautiful New England morning here. I can't believe it. It's like, I think it's, February 10th, and it's going to be 56 today. I mean, it's weird. It's just beautiful out today. Second week of February. I mean, it's crazy. Usually this time of year, a lot of times we're buried in snow in New England, but right now there's really no snow on the ground, and it's going to be 56, so I'm going to enjoy the weekend weather. It's Saturday morning. I'm on my way to the gym. So I'm doing an arm workout today. I got a couple things at the gym I want to film to share with you guys. And then later, today's kind of like a double session, double workout. So later today, I'm going to be doing some bodyweight training, and I'm going to film that to share with you some of the bodyweight training that I do also. Workouts this week have been awesome. I've been doing a lot of weight training, and I've been feeling really great, been feeling strong. I went up on pretty much all my lifts this week. I mean, I used more extra weight on pretty much everything, especially on my main core lifts, my squat, my deadlift, my bench. Everything went up this week, so I'm feeling good. Injuries that I've been dealing with have been feeling good. My left shoulder, right wrist, slowly every week's getting better. I notice I'm starting to be able to put more pressure on my wrist more and more every week. That was from fall. I mentioned how I had a fall several weeks ago on a trail run. Tripped on a root. What can you do, right? Right shoulder coming along. Been running more. The left hip that was stiff is feeling so much better. I've been doing a ton of rehab exercises, and I've been slowly every week increasing my mileage on my runs. I'm not pushing it. You know, one thing you learn as you get older, right, is there's no rush. There's no need to rush. I'm not gonna start adding on all these miles every week and then start, hurt my hip again and get it stiff again and end up at square one. I mean, I'm just taking my time. Every week's been going well. I'm slowly adding miles every week, and so, just gonna take my time. There's no urgency to ramp up the miles. I'm just slowly every week ramping them up. So anyways, that's all going well. So driving over, just a couple things to talk about today. One was, so I went in this week for my for some blood work that I wanted to share with everyone. So kind of like your yearly physical blood work that they do. And so I got the results back. So I had like my cholesterol, all that stuff. And the reason I'm just talking about this and I want to share with you is, it's funny, like everyone in my family, on both sides of my family, my father's side, my mother's side, have like issues with like cholesterol, blood pressure. I mean, it's like who's on cholesterol medicine, who's on blood pressure medicine. And the reason I'm just mentioning that is that I feel like, some people say, well, those are the cards I was dealt in life, my family, everyone has high cholesterol, Well, so here's my cholesterol numbers. My total cholesterol was 154 just this week. I just got the results in. My triglycerides were only 70. My HDLs, which is your good cholesterol, was 49. And then the important thing is they do a ratio of your total cholesterol to your good cholesterol, and mine was, I believe it was like 3.1, which was right in the middle where it should be. And then I got like your prostate, your PSA test. It's supposed to be between 0 and 4, and my prostate numbers were 2, so it was right where you want it to be. But the reason I bring it up is just to show everyone that, if you make the effort, if you take care of yourself, if you exercise regularly, if you eat well, here it is. I'm going to be 60 this year. I mean, everyone in my family, especially once they hit in their 40s and 50s, have trouble with all those things, like all their cholesterol, all their blood pressure problem. And here it is, like I'm going to be 60 and my numbers came back fine. And I'm not saying, I'm not bragging. I mean, I'm just saying it as just to encourage people that don't be so willing to say, oh, well, everyone in my family has high cholesterol, so okay, doctor, I'll go on the statin drug for you. You think the statin drug's the way to go? Okay, that sounds good, because everyone in my family has high cholesterol. No, I mean, I just want to let you know that if you make the effort, if you try to eat better every day, every week, and you exercise, you can control these things. I mean, these are all things that I feel like they're not out of our control. We can control them. I mean, maybe it's harder for some people than others, but it's still something that's controllable. I mean, it's just up to you, So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you, that if you are having trouble with your cholesterol, and you have a family history of high triglycerides and all that, don't give up. I mean, don't feel that that's the cards that you were dealt in life. You can change it. So, and then it's funny, because before I did the blood work this week, I also went in to see my primary for a yearly physical, and I get a kick out of going in for the primary. And I can say right now, in all honesty, if you're looking to stay healthy, don't leave it up to your primary care doctor by going in once a year, because going in to see your primary doctor is going to do nothing as far as making you a healthier person. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. So I've switched primary doctors like 3 times, literally, in the last 3 or 4 years. And it's because I was kind of like the doctor I was seeing. I would go in for a physical, and he'd just sit at his computer and wouldn't examine me. He would just ask questions, based off of your age. You're 50-something years old. It's time for your shingles shot. And have you had your colonoscopy yet? And all this stuff. And I'm like, I mean, they're lucky if they walked over to you and put the stethoscope on you to listen to your breathing. I mean, so I switched, thinking this guy's this person's no good. I'll try a new primary. Go to my another primary. Sat at his computer and asked me questions. Have you had your shingles shot yesterday? Yet, because I see you're 50-something years old. You should have your shingles shot. Sit there and he just talk to you. No exam. I switched again this year. Tried a new primary. Someone told me, oh, this guy's great. He's a younger guy. He's into athletics and blah, blah, blah. Go to his office. Sat at the computer and asked me questions again. And I'm like, and then it was funny. Then I'm reading his report, because you can read the reports online now. And on his report, he wrote all these things that he did. Like he palpated my abdomen. He did this. He didn't do any of that. He put it in his report. And then the funniest part was, at the bottom of the report, he has this whole section of the conversation, I guess, that we supposedly had, where he said, me and the patient discussed the following: that you should be cooking 75% of your own meals, you should be avoiding processed foods. He didn't even discuss any of that with me, and it was all in the report. Like, it was like almost like the computer-generated report of all the stuff that he should be talking to patients about. He should be discussing with patients how to take care of themselves, but they don't. Like, they put in the report and make believe they do. So my point is if you're looking to be healthier, it's really up to us. I mean, it's up to us. We need to exercise. We need to eat well. Going to your doctor once a year, I mean, I think it's good, because I think it's important to get your yearly blood work, keep an eye on your cholesterol, keep an eye on your PSA numbers, all that stuff. I think it's good, But if you're going because you think that the doctor you're going to go see, your primary doctor, who's most of them are in a very, they're very crunched on time. And if you think going in for that 15-minute yearly physical, talking to that doctor who's sitting at the computer, just being prompted what to ask you based on your age, if you think that's going to get you healthy going there once a year, you're in for a world of hurt as you get older. That is not the way you stay healthy. It's not going to help you be healthier by visiting your primary every year. They just don't examine people anymore. They're not there to offer health care. They're not there to offer health care in the sense of how to eat better, how to exercise. I mean, it was funny, even one other quick story about my visit with my primary. He said to me, do you work out? Do you go to the gym like once a week, twice a week? I said, I work out almost, pretty much every day. I said, varying degrees, but I always do something every day. He goes, and he said to me, and I quote, why do you do that? I was just like, why do I do that? I don't know. I like to exercise, doctor. How's that? I think it keeps me healthy. Why do you do that? That was his answer. So, anyways, enough ranting and raving about primary doctors. But the point I'm trying to make is we're all responsible for our own health. Don't rely on your doctor as someone that's there to help you be healthier. It's up to you. Do your own research, read up on nutrition, watch, and learn about exercising and how to stay healthy, and do your own homework. Try to implement a little every day, a little extra every day. Progress, not perfection. We're not, you don't need to turn your life around in 1 week. I'm still learning every day myself. I'm constantly reading and trying to learn more, and every time I learn a little something, I try to make small changes in my life to be healthier, and that's exactly what everyone should be doing. It's just every day, every week, just try to learn a little bit more about what you can do to be healthier, and then try to implement it, and that's how you have success. When you try to do it all at once, like you see a lot of people that all of a sudden they're going to go on this magic diet, these crazy diets that they have out there, and they're going to they try to change their life around in a day. They go from not exercising or just eating lousy, and then they read about it, they see some magic diet that someone came up with, and they just flip everything around and go on that magic diet. And yeah, they lose 20 pounds and blah, blah, blah. But follow up with those people in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. They're right back from where they started, because that isn't the way you do it. That's not the way you do it. You do it a little at a time. You make small positive changes in your health, in your nutrition, in your workouts. And that's how you live a healthy lifestyle. That's how you take care of yourself. So anyways, I hope that information's helpful. So heading into the gym, so we'll be back with some more video clips here in a little bit. All right. Okay, so I just want to take a second to share with everyone an awesome exercise for your knee. This is a Bring On 60 show, right? And as we get older, we all start having problems. I actually am having some trouble. I'm going to go into this more probably in another episode, but some knee issues here we're going to talk about. But anyways, for now, 3 or 4 times a week, I do this exercise. It's called a reverse step up. And I'll tell you, this exercise hits the muscles that support the knee, the lower quadricep, like no other exercise. It's a must do, for anyone, any adult. It's a must do exercise. You need to work this into your routine. So to do a reverse step up, the way I'm going to show you, you need what's called slant board. Now, this is not a paid promotion. I'm not selling slant boards. I just want to share with you this exercise, okay? This is a slant board that I bought on Amazon. If you like this particular brand, just message me. I'll send you the link. I don't make any money on this or whatever. There's a lot of different ones on the market. What I liked about this particular slant board is it's very well built, but it's also, you can actually change the angle. I like the fact that I'm not just stuck at one angle. I can kind of change the angle on this slant board. And it's made out of wood, and it's just very well constructed. It's a nice grippy surface. Like I said, this is not a paid promotion, all right? But get yourself a slant board. They're very inexpensive. And then once you have it, let me show you, you can do what's called reverse step-ups. Now, I do this exercise, at different angles. I do it with different heights. Sometimes I put this up on a bumper plate, 2 bumper plates. So I change the height, I change the angle. Sometimes I hold weight. You can hold a dumbbell in this position. You can put a bar on your back. You can hold dumbbells in your hands. I mix it up, but it's an awesome exercise. So let me show you a reverse step up. So I'm going to set the board, the slant board like that. And what you do is, is you just step up on the board, and this foot I have it flexed up because what I want to do is I don't want my toe pointed, I want it flexed up because I want to touch this heel to the ground. So I slowly bend this knee, slowly lower myself so that this heel touches the ground, and as soon as it touches the ground, I come right back up. So it's basically so that there's no relaxation on this leg. It's constant tension. I touch the ground, come back up, squeezing the whole time. Just like that. Slow and controlled. I just want to show you, because I'm going to lift this up a little bit, just to show you the activation you're getting when you're doing this exercise. I mean, it's really just unbelievable how the activity you get as you perform this exercise. It's an unbelievable exercise. It's so great to work, especially like your vastus medialis, or what's called your VMO. This muscle is so important to keep strong for knee stability. And as you can see on this exercise, how this exercise just really targets that area. It's just an absolutely unbelievable exercise. I try to do it where I keep the reps up high. There's definitely a balance issue when you're first learning it. Just focus on a point in front of you that helps you balance. Focus on a point in front of you. At the beginning, if you need to, put a chair next to you. But get used to it. Do it like just on the ground at first. Work up to 20, 25, 30 reps before you start to raise the slant board on like a plate, or before you start to add weight. But anyways, that's called a reverse step up. Definitely start putting it into your training during the week. Okay, just had an awesome arm workout. Like I said, all week I've been feeling great. Strength has been improving, so let's get a weigh-in first and we'll do a physique update. $144.8. I actually lost a couple more tens. It's so funny. So I think last week I was 145.2 or 0.4. Now I'm 144.8. I'm really surprised only because of the fact that I mean, I have increased my mileage on my running just a little bit, like I mentioned, every week. So I have been upping my cardio a little bit, but I'm eating a lot. Of course, it's very clean. My food intake all week was very clean. And I've been getting stronger. So I actually thought maybe I'd put on a pound because I've been moving around a little more weight. But I'm not really concerned about the weight. I mentioned that at the beginning. I'm just trying to be the fittest version of myself that I can be. So if the fittest version is 144.8 at the moment, that's fine with me because I feel awesome, and that is the main thing, right? We just want to feel awesome. We want to feel energetic. I have plenty of energy. Training is going great. Anyway, so let's do a physique update and see how things are looking. All right. I've been enjoying the weekly physique updates, actually. I've mentioned it before. I hadn't posed in like years. I mean, I've been retired from bodybuilding for quite some time. And, you kind of get away from that whole posing thing. And to after workouts, to squeeze all the muscles to pose, it feels awesome, actually. And I've been glad I've been doing it again. So I feel like I've been, even though the weight hasn't fluctuated, I feel like I feel like I'm looking a little bit fitter, a little more in shape, rear view. Let's hit a couple poses here. feel like things are coming along, like I said, and that's one of the important reasons why even just, you know, if you're out there, and you're getting into shape, you know, there's no need to be stepping on the scale every day. Oh, I need to be this weight. Weight is relative, you know. I mean, it's all about, you know, how do you feel? How's your training going? How's your energy? Feeling good? You know, you're out of bed in the morning feeling awesome. So anyways, don't be so concerned with the scale. It is fun to weigh yourself. I feel like once a week for a weigh-in is awesome. That's all you need to do. So anyways, got a little more material coming up for to finish off this episode today. So stay tuned. Okay, had a great arm work this morning. Back for kind of workout number 2 this afternoon, doing a bunch of body weight training. And I wanted to share with you some of the body weight training that I'm doing this afternoon, in particular with this ring rig that I designed. It's a pulley system. By using pulleys, you actually take some of the body weight off of your arms, and it allows you to practice certain body weight movements like crosses and planges, and you can do more repetitions of it. So it's I'll show you in a second, but it's a great training method. And actually, we have a final design I put together, so keep your eyes open, because this ring rig is actually going to be available at OcraMedHealth.com in the coming few days. I have a final version of it that's going to be for sale. It's really helpful for body weight training. So anyways, let me show you some of the stuff that you can do on it, what I'm working on today. All you do is you just kind of clip in to this harness that I have. So it just clips right into this harness. And you just work a lot of repetitions of movements that normally maybe you couldn't work a lot of repetitions of with rings. So you kind of bend the knees up a little bit, and you get into like some muscle ups, pull up. You can work your planges with this. You can lower down, crosses. Back into planges. All right. So it's just a great way to work the repetitions that normally, if you were on a regular set of rings, you might not be able to do. With this, you can do 5, 6, 7, 8 movements in a row. You can put combinations together. Great way to train. And so I usually try to use this rig at least 2 or 3 times a week to work body weight training. So I hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of Bring On 60. Feel free to comment. I'd love to hear from everybody. If you have ideas for upcoming episodes, I'd love to hear them. Questions about exercise or injuries, just leave me comments in the comment section down below. I do the best I can to get back to everybody. Take a look at the website. Like I said, keep an eye out. That ring rig is going to be available on our website, www.OcraMedHealth.com. Plus, we have a full line of fascia release products. Everything is in stock, ready to ship out. And don't forget, OcraMed Health is here to keep you fit forever.